Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable.
Bellingham!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Fires it in, and the shot! Goal! Portugal! There is the breakthrough! So, a breakthrough already. Looking for a runner. Tries to play it through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Showing good feet. Played in. He gets big. And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
White with the short one. And this is Park Ji-sung. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Dembele is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Quarter of an hour played. Oh, easy pickings there. Messi. Well, they can break here. Oh, this is a very good run. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And smartly reclaimed. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
After 22 minutes is number 21, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Cristiano
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Can he get on the end of this? That's an imaginative pass. And he's straight offside. Rijkaard. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Guardiola. And he cuts out the supply. Van Basten. And Fermin. Oh, it's Dembele. And he's found a way past. Dembele! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Guardiola threads one in. Guardiola, 2 assists to his credit already. He's found a way through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's done very well to get to that.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's looking wide. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Fermin. Now it's Raul. Great vision. He's found a way through. Oh, super. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
3 minutes at a time.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. A case now of complete control. Tries to thread one through. It's a promising position. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Portugal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Portugal 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Defending was strong and firm. Rijkaard. And it's Otto. Hoisted in. Big chance! And yes, it's there! And he is just ripping it up. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
You know, the chest control was a really wise move. That created the route to goal.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Portugal are having a ball here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a throw.
Substitutions taking place.
He's got away. Foot in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Chouameni. That pass has been well intercepted. Elise's big header! And he hits the net! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Paris Saint-Germain can have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Portugal finding their passes. He's shifting through the gears here. He's in a good position. Shoots! He's beaten the keeper. It's a goal! Players ecstatic. Fans delirious. This is utopian. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Corner number 3 coming up. Czech claims comfortable. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Guardiola. Looking for the run. Hazard picks it up out wide. Chouameni. Oh, good spread. Pedri drives it in. Oh, and a chance! It's there! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 18.
Paris Saint-Germain playing for pride here, and that's surely beyond them.
Number 15. Hazard.
Tries to get it clear.
Coming on to replace him is number 11, Mbappe. Substitution for Portugal, number 44, Otto. Number 3, Pep Guardiola.
Nicely
Coming
weighted
on the
ball.
field, number
There's
6,
plenty of space out wide here. Takes a
number
shot!
20, Francesco Totti.
It's off target and by quite a way.
Substitution for Portugal, number 21, Cristiano
Portugal
Ronaldo.
making another change
Coming
here.
on the field
Ronaldo
is
taking his leave
number
here,
17,
having got himself on the score sheet.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard. And I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in. And, you know, if that's the...
Chance, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's not an especially good pass, that. No, it's come to nothing. And time is up. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Quick reminder today to
Bellingham
please drink
reflecting
responsibly.
on
Anyone
a
appearing
stellar
intoxicated or
performance,
behaving in an
and now
inappropriate
taking
manner will be
home
removed.
a
Thank you
permanent
very much for your
reminder for
cooperation.
his mantelpiece. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfielder.
Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rice. Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Beckenbauer. Hoeneß. Hoeneß going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Guardiola running with the ball. And it's Otto. And he's there to get it away. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bellingham. That's a good ball out wide.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
In by Messi. And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Batistuta. Hoeneß. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's got away with one there. Rijkaard. Now Hoeneß. Aims beyond the defence.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cleared away. Portugal are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And it's Otto. This looks promising. Bellingham will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's an imaginative pass. Neatly clipped into space. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Check. We'll have to save it here or there's real trouble. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Rice has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Rice considers his options.
Well, distance doesn't dissuade him. He has the requisite power.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now it's Bellingham. Neymar. Out towards the flank. Caicedo. Great run on the overlap here. Well, he's a tricky customer, but he slams the door shut.
3 minutes at a time.
Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's gone for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he's heaved it away. And they're quick to get it back. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pass somewhat off target. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's managed to gift it back. Messi. Mbappe is onto this.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade.
Neymar! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Messi. Oh, good take in a good area. Shoots! He has done it! Back to within one! Interesting! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 8, Bellingham.
Portugal get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
It's a searching pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Maldini. Can he get it through? And he's managed to get free. Plenty to aim at here. And the shot! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Substitution in progress.
We have ourselves a real game here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Caicedo. Rijkaard. And back to the goalkeeper. A game with so much to... And it's been given away. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries a shot! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Portugal.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches. The smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is...
Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Nicely shaped ball. Not the most accurate pass. Hernes. And that is as far as it goes. Portugal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Bellingham claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And already we're underway here. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Roberto Baggio. Oh, that is a nice touch. It's Baggio! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. And that should get the job done. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! Rijkaard. And it's Messi. It's a good run down the right, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rijkaard. Bellingham. And this is Hazard. He is through here. Takes a shot! And that has been clubbed away. Great vision. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. And it's Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. Referee's given a throw. Now it's Hazard. He has found a way through. Hazard! Goal! Portugal! And he celebrates his 30th goal. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Nice physical challenge. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rijkaard. Shifted it to the flank. And here's Messi. And it's Kante. Kante does really well to win the ball there. Maldini. Showing great feet there. That is lovely. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has not gone well. And that is as far as they're going to go. Knocks it out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Corner number 2, then. Saliba tries to clear. He's having a go! That's another chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Portugal are up by 1 then, but really feel they should be up by more.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Portugal, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Manchester United, number 23,
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Portugal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Coming on the field, number 25, Nuno Mendes. Number 5,
Nicely intercepted. This ended up in no man's land. Chips it through. Haaland. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, can he finish? And he hits the net. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Portugal finding their passes. Now it's Hazard. Hazard finds himself offside. Spread it left. Bellingham. Oh, and he's had a hit! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. And here's Baggio. He might be in here! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that's been won straight back. Kvaratskhelia. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Looking for options for movement. Fires it in low. Now, what about a counter-attack? This is it then, now or never. Short changes him with that pass.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Beckenbauer. Conte. And it's Hazard.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Can he get it through? It looks a good ball through. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is as far as it goes. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa.
Well, in a sense, understated. Goes for a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Tries to pass it through. And for a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Shapes to shoot! That's another chance! And for a moment, time stood still. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Del Piero, and he's managed to get free. Tries a shot! Goal! Portugal! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, easy pickings there. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Totti, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Del Piero unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That pass has been well intercepted. He's going for goal! Loose ball. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Nunes quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Nicely weighted ball. And that has been clubbed away. And he's been shifted off it.
Portugal are clearly playing a patient game here. Looking to...
Van Basten! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Juli is onto this. Van Basten. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Ernest.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Puyol does really well to win the ball there. Tries to play it through. Oh, it's a great ball here. Now it's Messi. Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And we come to you now with a quick...
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Portugal leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Portugal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some...
And Rice! Oh, crossbar! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Totti. Costa Curta makes the interception. Some good work on the right flank here. He is through here. Now here's chance! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ernest, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ernest. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Totti. Triol was in no mood for any of that. And it's Van Basten. Always onto this. And he was quick to react. Oh, good spread. Now it's Totti. And here's Del Piero. He could be in here. And claimed it back swiftly. Rijkaard. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's in a great position here. It's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
3-0. Horace! Costa Curta. And that has put paid to that. And this is Messi. They want to be quick to recover this. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Del Piero! Oh, taken with style. And with that, he takes home the match ball. The goal scorer for Portugal. And that is that. Portugal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Well, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
That's going to go a long way. Madrid have reclaimed it. Oh, that is a nice touch. Maradona! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Beckenbauer. Here's a chance! Just too high.
Beckenbauer most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Now it's Hazard.
That was lovely, that.
Hazard. And it's Guardiola. He's having a go! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Can he get on the end of this? And Torres! It's bounced back off the post. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. He's shifting through the gears here. Roberto Baggio! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Guardiola. Now it's Hazard. That is good alertness. A long ball by the goalkeeper. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Cannavaro getting this one clear.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Mbappe! Decent chance! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely...
And Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
There will be 1 minute
Now it's
added
Bellingham.
time.
Guardiola. Cross to the back post. And it's claimed by the keeper. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. It's played through for him. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, shooting chance! They've scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender. And
Tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Messi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's having a shot! In he goes again. He scores! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Substitutions taking place.
Madrid choosing to make the first change. Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
There's the delivery. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 8.
Portugal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Cafu. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Swings in across. Czech claims it. Safe hands. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. He's in plenty of space here. He's found the way through.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. And this is Bale. And there's green grass ahead of him. Guardiola. And Azar. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, played through for the wide man. Messi has it out wide and in space. Cleared without hesitation. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Roberto Baggio. Fiore. No, that's been intercepted. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all scored.
And a quick reminder today.
Roberto Baggio picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.